Oh,
So.
yeah, from the side of the duck.
Can you all hear me without your headphones on?
Yes.
Yes, Ed.
Okay.
Okay. I want to welcome everyone to the Tahlequah Public School regular monthly board meeting. And tell Ms. Wendy that we're all here. So we guys stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance to the flag of
to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Discussion and vote to approve or not approve. The minutes for 3 previous meetings.
Minutes for July 13th, July 21st, special meeting.
Any discussion? Mr. Myers,
Aye.
Ms. Nemo,
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd, Ms. Walker.
Aye.
And I. Discussion and vote to approve or not to approve the monthly financial reports.
So as you can see on your page 1 of your reports, you have the general fund balance at $6,240.97. Building fund is $659,191.15. Co-op fund is $28,020.23. Bond fund is $2,485,000. Sinking fund is $107,802.10, which gives us a cash total of $9,680,254.45. On the collection, that's page 2 through 6. General fund was $6,295,599.35. Building fund was $619,495.71. Co-op was $7,685.01. Bond fund was $2,485,000, and the sinking fund was $107,802.10. Payroll expenditures, $424,746.96. AP, $710,079.55. Activity fund cash is $626,084.56. CDs are $256,085.98, which brings a total of $882,170.54. State aid allocation was up $4,225.73, and the fund balance for FY20, $5,192,967.72. Any questions?
Was that state money up from last year?
The state aid allocation got this year, so they got a slight bump.
Yeah, and how much was?
What did we get or what was the year?
She has that we're up $4,225.73.
It was a small. Better than.
Yeah, that's fine.
Evening.
Hi.
Well, we're currently started picking back up serving meals. Since school was delayed, we decided to go ahead and serve meals like we did in the summertime. We're serving meals daily, curbside again at Cherokee, and delivering to Fox Mobile Homes and Garden sidewalk, and this is daily, and they get a breakfast and lunch daily. Our participation is a lot lower for some reason than it was in the summertime, but it keeps getting a little bit more every day. We're averaging about 220 that we're feeding per day. It's free and reduced season again. We're completely caught up right now, but I look for that to significantly change. Well, it's already starting to change because we're doing drive-through signups right now, and the drive-through, what are they called? Some drive-through summer social. We got a big stack of them today, but that's going well. USDA did not require for the PLE tool this year, did not require to increase our meal prices, so they'll remain the same as they were last year. Typically, we have to raise them every other year, so that's a good thing. One good thing for 2020. And when school starts, we'll be serving meals in the classroom, meals traditionally, curbside pickup, and delivery, all at the same time, all every day. So it's going to be a little different this year. Our teams have really been positive about doing whatever we have to do, and if it changes daily, they've been okay with that. So super excited about the start of the school year. Everybody has come back with a positive attitude. It's going to be good. And again, we also understand that there's going to be some hiccups, and we're probably going to have to make some changes, but we're willing to do that. Does anybody have any questions? No questions? All right, that's all I got. Thank you. Child nutrition, we rock and roll.
All right.
I wrote
Get a
that.
couple minutes.
I usually put it at the bottom of the page, and I don't read that part down up here.
All right, superintendent's report.
Okay.
We didn't.
No,
Oh, I guess we do, don't we? Okay, sorry about that. Do I have a motion? Okay, any discussion? Ms. Walker? Mr. Shepherd? Ms. Nemo? Mr. Myers?
Aye.
And I. All right, now superintendent's report.
this is, I passed that earlier. This was printed off as of today. I highlighted today's total. That number. 3,623 students enrolled as of today. Above that's the breakdown by side. Off to the right, breakdown by grade level. You can see those. Straight down from 36.3, we'll see the count at the end of last year. 35 ahead of where we were at the end of last school year. But if you go down to the next column, we are 47 below where we were last October. That's where our midterm adjustment. So I just wanted to include that number in there. We're considering everything all considered, we're very good as far as enrollment goes. And if you look, the biggest thing on here, okay, you'll see that we're currently at 145, which is 70 less than the end of the school year and 83 less from last year. So I think that fear of the younger year staying in school is, we have lost some to online, other online schools and different things, but I think that's the one thing that's really need to point out. Loss different from last year. Those are enrollment numbers as of today. On the virtual side, we still have a little over 1,000 enrolled in virtual school. Those numbers, it's not broken down enough, but we are over 1,000. So we are, every restaurant, gas station I go into, I get asked, are we going back? As of right now, we are still on schedule for August 27th, next Thursday. Obviously, with everything that's fluid. You never know one day, next week what's going to happen. with NSU starting back in town, and some other schools starting before we do. All kinds of new information and new events that can take place. As of today, we are full steam ahead on that. We do have a county superintendent's meeting tomorrow. Just kind of discuss everybody's current plans, changes and information that's coming up with that. Just a few things back to school. We put it out, mentioned it here, drop off times. The high school students is going to be 7:40. For our elementary kids is 7:45. Put that in the newspaper this week. Also, we put it out on the Facebook site. It's the important thing. We really need parents to realize in the past, we would funnel them into the biggest room we could have and just let one or two teachers watch a whole bunch of kids. The current situation, we really have to avoid that at all costs. So that's why we have to be very strict on drop-off time. All of our teachers will be there, all of our staff will be ready that we separate them out and watch them best we can. Mask, temperature checks, all the things that we've talked about previously. We will get, I think tomorrow, we'll pick it up. The state has provided some PPE for all schools. They'll give us 2 masks for every kid and for every employee. I believe Randy and Brad are going to pick those up tomorrow. They're also going to give us some face shields and some gloves, gowns. Not enough for everybody, but anything will help. So we'll have those coming in pretty soon. Cherokee Nation has given us a $10,000 grant last week to help pay for PPE and COVID expenses. We're also applying for another competitive one yesterday for some more COVID expenses. So we'll see how that goes. The school, even though we're not started until the 27th, we're kicking off. They said before we have our summer socials, things like that going on each side. Middle school, the pickup schedule, high school tomorrow.
I don't think it's tomorrow, it's next week. It's
Next Wednesday.
tomorrow. It's not
I jumped a
tomorrow,
week.
high school's not tomorrow,
The
is it?
20th sophomores, I gotta get Bennett
20th?
Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know, I'm sorry. I know middle
But
school,
anyway,
it was
it's-
just virtual kids today.
Okay.
Middle school is virtual only.
Virtual at the high school is 24th.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Regular comes at middle's Thursday.
But all of our sites are working hard to get
That's
all
all
the
over the
information
place.
out
Yeah, you
to
get Katie's
all the
schedule on
community
Thursday.
parents. We have softball going on, volleyball starting this week. So school is kicking off. One thing I did want to share as far as COVID related cases within school. Since last May, we have had 3 positive cases of staff. That's another thing that positive. 2 of those are recovered. One of those is currently we've had 21 staff people be exposed in some manner. Thought they were exposed to a point that they needed to tell us. We had to contact the health department, had to follow quarantine guidelines for those. We've had no positive cases resolved for any of those 21. 3 confirmed and 21 cases that we dealt with. That is our question.
Yeah, I have a question here. I read in the paper a couple days ago that the Oklahoma Health Department has changed the rating for Cherokee County from Orange 1 to Orange 2, which is just under the red rating. And the requirement on Orange 2 was that the students must be distanced. With a third of our students, approximately a third of our students going virtual. Does this leave enough room in the classrooms for our students to be socially distanced while they're in the classroom and fulfilling the requirements of the Oklahoma Health Department?
For those, it's not a requirement, it's a suggestion for those maps, but the plain, honest answer is some areas will be able to social distance and some we won't. I walked through the high school yesterday with the principal and showed me some of her classrooms, and it's just not going to be possible with the number of kids that we have coming back. Everybody who watches the news, I'm sure you saw the school in Georgia, with all the kids going into the hallways. It's not going to be that much different. middle school and the high school, we do have the hallways separated. They have arrows. They've done everything they can do to try to keep 2 lanes of traffic going one direction. But can I sit here and tell you and say that every classroom, every building is going to be socially distanced? No, we're not going to be able to achieve that with the current space that we have. That will require more space, more desks, more teachers, and those things that we don't have. We're doing our best to follow those recommendations. We're doing our best to spread out every classroom that we can, doing our best to eliminate large group gatherings within the day. I think that's the best way I can answer your question.
If we have an increase in the number of cases and so on, how fast can we move to go to 100% virtual?
As fast as we have to. Just have to play that by ear and see how it happens.
Okay.
I was contacted today and I haven't gone in and checked it out, but on social media that was reported that we were designated Cherokee County as red. So I don't know, there's discussion about.
I think the map is updated on Fridays. So
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear Lori.
Oh, I just got a call that Cherokee County, just from a parent, had been updated the designation of red. And so I said, I didn't have any information on that I would ask tonight. So,
right now, to my knowledge, we're still at orange, which is very close.
so what do we do?
Well, the recommendation at red is that we be 100% virtual then.
And again, I mean, it's a recommendation. We don't have to just stop the minute that happens. But then again, in my mind, I think that would just need to be kind of a county collaboration to get to that. And to this point in my conversations with the other superintendents, I think everybody is on page that if we get to that county designation, that all the schools will kind of follow the same path forward. So if we get there, it will be a quick jump one way or the other. But it's one of those things, all of those categories and lists, say if possible, if feasible, if you can. There's some things that we can, and we're going to do those things, and the rest of them we're going to try and do the best we can.
So they use conditional language.
Yeah.
Do we have any information as to whether we have current students that are now positive, or is that not available to us?
I have not, because other than our athletic students coming in, we don't really have any means or reason to track those unless they were to just call us and say, they're positive, because they're not interacting with anybody here at the time. I've not heard of any new positive cases amongst students since around July the 4th. Had one student then. That doesn't mean there's not some out there, but to this point, they're not coming to school, so they're not required to let us know. So I'm assuming if they are, then they're not in, band or athletics or whatever group may be meeting right now. But once we start back on the 27th, that's when it would be our business to know at that point in time. Those parents and students will need to contact us. We'll do our best to make sure we put that out there to everybody. And if anything happens, we put that out there to our staff as well. Not just if you're positive, if you're around somebody who's positive. If you are sick and you feel the need to go get tested, let us know. That way we can make sure we not ostracize you, but not include you in large groups just to be safe. And we'll do the same with our parents and students when that happens here in a week and a half.
Of the 1,000 that we have that are going virtual, is it pretty equally spread between elementary and middle school and high school, or are there more and tend to be more in one area than the other?
I don't want to misspeak, but I think it's pretty well. I mean, there will be a grade level difference, from 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. But I think if you look at the overall, elementary to high school, it's a similar percentage in both areas.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
Has there been any indication that I know both the state board of education schools, the secondary activities, anything that they're planning on, they didn't have meetings anytime soon?
I know, what's it say, had a meeting this morning and
No changes?
saying as all the other meetings, they said if they're needed to step in, they have a plan, but at this time, they're not changing anything. State Department's the same way. I mean, I hear they think everybody needs to wear a mask and this, that, and the other, but still they don't come out and tell anybody that they need to do it. So those two organizations have been kind of frustrating. We're doing good, but we'll deal with it as best we can. But to your question, no, there's not been anything new. Those two groups.
Discussion and vote to approve the following surplus.
Move to approve items F1 through 4.
Oh, is there anyone here? I'm sorry. I didn't see anybody who.
I move to approve items F1 through 4.
Second.
Any discussion?
I have a question. I assume that the computers are because they're outdated. Are we doing anything with this?
We actually added this late. Mr. Mr. Underwood was contacted by a group that offered to buy some old used Chromebooks that were older. Basically, we're gonna be able to, Robert, was it 18,000?
$30 a Chromebook.
Do what?
$30 a Chromebook.
Okay, they're giving us $30 a Chromebook, so we're just gonna turn around and put all that money back into it.
Anything else? Mr. Myers?
Aye.
Nemo?
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd?
Aye.
Ms. Walker? And I. Business items, the consent docket, vote to approve or not approve the following.
We do E separately. I want to abstain from that. So I will move to approve items D, 1A through D.
Okay. Do you have a second?
Second.
Okay, we're just gonna vote on items 1 through D. Is there any discussion on those? Ms. Nemo?
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd?
Aye.
Ms. Walker?
Aye.
And Mr. Myers?
Aye.
And I. Can I get a motion and a second for E under business items?
I'll make a motion under business items to approve item E, agreement with Cherokee Nation to provide parking assistance September 5th.
Do I have a second?
Second that.
What is that?
Fundraiser.
I think it's probably not gonna happen anyway, because of the holiday has been canceled, but I still would want
The
that.
national holiday. Groups who get paid to help part.
You're okay.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay, Ms. Zemo,
Abstain?
Mr. Shepherd,
Aye.
Ms. Walker,
Aye.
Mr. Myers,
Aye.
and I. Discussion about to approve or not approve the amendments, revisions of the following policies.
Move to approve the items 1 and 2 on this policy.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second?
That's some discussion.
On H1, and these are not new policies, these are amendments to existing policies on H1 in your packet. Basically, what it needed to, we changed it, we need to reinforce the fact that if the students are sick, don't come to school. So we need to kind of ease some of that language in there. So it just says, Howard, it is important for those students who are ill to stay at home. And so if you have a fever of above 100.4, you should not be at school. So this is just laying that out, that we're making sure that we include that into that policy attendance. On H2, 6009, attendance policy, it's actually the regulations. And you can see we struck the original, as the new language here, and again, that's basically because of COVID. And then also we had to incorporate the fact that if a student is virtual or if they're doing distance learning, they can still be counted in attendance that day. So our previous, it didn't spell that out. Even if you were going virtual every day, may or may not be absent. So what this is doing is just spelling that out, for the medical issues and also for those students who will go virtual. And it still lists our school activity absences, unexcused absences, truancy parties, chronic absenteeism, those things that have just been updated.
I want to make a point. I think this is the correct place, and it's under attendance policy. Is that where we are? It says the Board of Education believes that attendance in regularly scheduled classes, scheduled, you need to
Which one are you looking
regular. Attendance policy.
6007? Yes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think that needs to be changed to scheduled.
Oh, yeah.
Either regular schedule if you're gonna do.
We just changed schedule.
And then, where it says students who have a fever or a measured temperature than or equal, and I think you need a more in there. The next sentence down, students who have a fever or a measured temperature more
Okay,
than
yeah.
or equal to.
We will include those two changes.
We need to fix our motion.
We're not really changing on this one.
Okay.
So you guys are okay with it? We'll just change the.
Then the last sentence. What does that mean exactly? What is that saying? Therefore, it shall be the policy of this board to minimize absenteeism from regular classes while providing students the opportunity to participate in curricular
Just
activities.
mean we want students to participate in extracurricular activities, but at the same time, we're going to encourage them to, we don't want,
To be present,
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want you to miss 30 days of school year because you were in ag and softball and everything. We're going to try to make those things work and get you here to school. It's just saying we want to minimize the amount of time students spend out of the classroom.
outside the classroom.
Any other questions or discussion?
So during extracurricular activities, you want to minimize.
At all, we want to minimize any
Okay.
time of students in the class.
These are changes we're making because of the COVID situation.
Yes,
If we, or when we get through all of this, are these changes that we'll have to go back and change again later? Or is this something that's going to?
there may be a few isolated things that we've done that we'll need to go back and change, but I think for the most part, it's all good practices. If a child has a fever, they need to stay home. The policies about masking and those types of things, we'll need to take those off. We'll probably just change some language that says in the event of a pandemic, we would revert back to this policy. But in general, most of our policies that we've done just for the general welfare of students and safety, I think we can leave most of those intact as we go forward, even if COVID is not an issue. Most of them are good practices.
Okay.
Are we ready to vote? Ms. Walker?
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd?
Aye.
Ms. Emo?
Aye.
Mr. Myers?
Aye.
And I. Discussion and vote to approve or not approve the school hours policy number 5020 for the 2021 school year.
I'm going to approve. I second.
Any discussion?
This is not a new or a change. This is our existing policy. We just have to have it reported every year that we have approved it on the agenda. And we do 1,080 for the State Department.
Anything else? Mr. Myers?
Aye.
Emo?
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd?
Aye.
Ms. Walker?
Aye.
And I. Discussion and vote to approve or not approve the district plan to administer the ACT test in spring 2021 to eligible juniors as part of the state contract with the Oklahoma State Department of Education and ACT.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
And on this, we're not necessarily approving a plan per se. This is just saying, and again, this is another agenda item that we need to have for the State Department, that we can show that we're going to participate in the program and use the ACT as our test.
Ms. Walker,
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd,
Aye.
Ms. Nemo,
Aye.
Mr. Myers,
Aye.
and I. Okay, discussion and vote to approve or not approve the schedule of encumbrances.
Move to approve. Second.
Is there any discussion? Ms. Nemo,
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd,
Aye.
Ms. Walker,
Aye.
Mr. Myers,
Aye.
and I. L, discussion about to approve the 2020-21 Professional Development Committee.
I move to approve.
Second that.
Any discussion?
This is something that we approve each year. So if there's a specific question, you can answer.
Mr. Myers,
Aye.
Ms. Nemo,
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd,
Aye.
Ms. Walker,
Aye.
and I. Approve David Fuller as an adjunct teacher to teach humanities at THS as an art credit for one period during the 2021 school year.
Move to approve.
Second.
Is he not a full-time teacher
That's
anymore?
one of them.
He is, but in order to do the humanities, his degree isn't one that would fulfill the arts. So we have to have him be an adjunct. It's just a technical thing that you do, and he can teach the course for credit. Doesn't get any different payment. It's on our time. And that way we can use him as another humanities teacher. We've done that for the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
What type of humanities course is it?
It's just a basic humanities that counts as an art credit for high school students.
And they meet like a regular class
Yes.
every day or what?
It's an elective. It's a half a credit. Yes, every day. It's not with the college, it's with us.
Sounds good to me.
Ms. Walker, Mr. Shepherd,
Aye.
Ms. Nemo,
Aye.
Mr. Myers,
Aye.
and I. Do I have a motion and a second to go into executive session to discuss the following matters: employment negotiations with TEA and TESPA, and employee-related negotiations for administrative supervisors.
I move to approve going into executive session.
I'll second that.
Mr. Myers,
Aye.
Ms. Nemo,
Aye.
Mr. Shepherd,
Aye.
Ms. Walker,
Aye.
and I.
All right, we'll do a little bit different. We're gonna kick all of you out.